Hello class and welcome to COMS171 Hybrid Introduction to C++. My name is Joel. I'll be your instructor for the semester. So this is a quick intro before we meet on Thursdays, just for the ones that can jump in and watch the video really quickly, and then if you have questions I'll be able to answer them. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video before our class session. Hope you guys had a fantastic summer, and you're ready for a fantastic semester. So as soon as you log into Canvas, first thing you'll see is welcome announcement telling you to go under modules folder and then watch the video, and then you'll be able to see a quick orientation. Then you'll have basically the unit 1 where all the content will be under modules. The Zoom for our meeting on a weekly basis is right here. So this is what you'll use every week to log in to our meeting on Thursdays at 5 p.m. It's also available in the syllabi. I put that in there for you also, so it's either or will work for you. So we can go over the syllabus really quickly. So my contact infos, really the best way to get hold of me is via email. I check my email 7 days a week, 5 days basically all the time, and then weekends on and off based on schedule of the kids and how it's going. When you need to get hold of me, if it's before we meet Thursdays, please make sure to remember, please type in there COMS171 hybrid in the subject line of your email, so I'll know it's from a student and what class it refers to, so it's urgent. I'll need to reply ASAP. If not, then I might just ignore. I receive a lot of junk mail or from the school or advertisement and stuff like that, so please remember to do that. Weekdays, 24 hours you should get a reply. Even if I don't have an answer, I will get back to you telling you, hey, I got your message, and we'll get back to you. If I don't reply within 24 hours, please send it again. Keep sending until you get hold of me. These are the office hours. I'll have Zoom links also available under announcements after the semester start. If you want to meet with me during those times, if like before class or after class, we can also try to meet as needed. Attendance. Usually the attendance for hybrid is when we meet face to face. However, I know some of you might miss class for some reason. So what I'm going to do is I'll have a survey question that you'll need to take before Monday of the same week. So our semester starts on Tuesday. You'll need to complete the survey before Monday of the same week, 11:59 p.m. and I'll select that as attendance. So I'll have both at the same time available. So you showing up, they'll also count as attendance, or the survey itself will count as attendance. And that is strictly for financial aid purposes. So like not doing the survey if you miss a class, and if you're paying out of pocket, that will not affect your grade at all. So the course basically is an introduction to C++. We'll be using the language C++ and Visual Studio to basically code and then turn in your work and etc. So it's an introduction. Textbook that you'll need, definitely need it ASAP. If you don't have it, you'll need to get it. You can either get it from the bookstore, online. You can go through Cengage Unlimited if you have. I know most faculties of the technology division are trying to use the same publisher, which is Cengage. Why? Because with Cengage Unlimited is a one-time fee, I think per year for $100 and some dollars that you buy it, and then you can get every book from them for free. So they won't charge you per book. They charge you only a single fee for the whole years, which is more beneficial and more cost effective for you guys. So anyway, works for you to get it, just get it. You don't need a code with it or anything like that. You just need the book itself. Class expectations, I'll leave that to you. If you have any questions, let me know. Grades is the same thing. So grading, we'll have quizzes, you'll have assignments, which are code assignments, you'll have a midterm and a final, and then you'll have discussion questions that you'll complete on a weekly basis or every other week based on how the class is going. So those will vary. Tentative calendar is, as you can see on the screen, that's the plan. Are we going to follow that 100%? I don't know. It depends on how the class is going. Some days we might have more content, we might repeat content. It all depends on how the class is going. For the discussion questions, you'll have 2 parts to do. One of them is an initial post, which is you replying to my questions. And then the second part is for you to reply to one of your peers. Let's say, for example, for first discussion question will be week 2. So week 2, I assign you, let's say, 2 questions to answer. You will give me 1 paragraph per question, Okay, for every question, 5 full sentences. That's one single paragraph as your answer. Then you'll go before Monday. This has to be completed before Saturday of the same week. Then before Monday of the same week, you go and look at one of the posts of your peers and answer one of their questions. Okay, one of their answers they provided to one question. You add one more paragraph of content, meaning you're adding more substantial content. You're adding substantial data to whatever they posted, and that's basically it for the discussion questions. Late policies, I usually don't accept late work. However, if something special happened to you guys, please get hold of me as soon as possible, and we'll see if something can be worked out for you to get some type of possible points for missed assignments. Incomplete policies, I usually don't provide incomplete, but school policy, MOTS policy is that you have to have 75% of the grade of the course done with a passing grade. Once again, that's only for special situations. You can get hold of me and then we'll discuss it as needed. Withdraw financial aid, please contact the registrar office or the financial aid office. Academic integrity, just do your own work, or if you use something from the net, just provide a reference to it. That's the only thing I'll tell you about this. Don't just copy and paste from the net and say it's your work. That's plagiarism. You'll get in trouble. It's not worth it. Just do your best and you'll be fine in the class. You need to learn how to do your best. Statement of accommodation, please contact the disability services if you qualify for any of that. They'll tell you what needs to be done. Get hold of me and I'll be able to provide you that as needed. Same thing with Title IX and etc. If you qualify to any of those, please contact the proper department and then they'll tell you what needs to be done. And then from there, you'll be able to provide me that info and I'll be able to make those accommodations. Tutoring, you can always contact the Learning Center if needed. If you need more help, but I'm your first point of contact, so if you need help, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to assist in any way or shape I can. But if you need more than what we're doing together is not enough, you can contact them and they'll be able to see if they have any tutor available. MCC care team, these are for personal needs. If you have any personal needs, these are pros that will be able to walk you through stuff, and everything that you do with them is confidential, so your info is never shared. Honor code, possible dangerous situation, please read that. If you have any questions, let me know. COVID statement policies, that does not apply to us as we're not on campus. However, if you have any other class on campus, please follow the rules that MOT has to keep you safe and to keep everybody around you safe. What else is critical? Students' responsibilities, two main things. We meet once a week on Thursdays at 5 p.m. The week starts on Tuesday. So please make sure to log in on Tuesdays in Canvas to see the announcements, because that's when I post stuff telling you what needs to be done for the week. So for example, if you look at week 1, it tells you what needs to be done. Going under complete introduction, which it tells you, I want you to introduce yourself, read chapter 1, review the PowerPoint slides, complete the weekly quiz, complete the weekly homework, install Visual Studio, which is a free resources. Announcements for needed URL are provided under announcements, and then complete the weekly attendance survey. So I'll tell you what needs to be completed for the week. So my expectations, at least the one thing that I ask you is, before we meet on Thursday, I want you to scan this chapter, meaning you go over the chapter and read it before we meet. So like that, you have an idea of what we're going to talk about. And I don't want you to come on Thursday and you have no clue of what we're discussing, and then it's basically a waste of your time. So please try to read the chapter before you show up and we meet on Thursday for our Zoom meeting. So like that, if you have questions, I can answer them and I can assist you. Number 2 is checking your MCC email. If I need to contact you, that's the way for me to contact you. I don't have access to personal emails or phone numbers. The only thing I have access to is your MCC email. So please remember on a weekly basis, like during the week, to check that, and check Canvas multiple times under announcements. If I forget to tell you something, that's when I'll go and hey guys, please remember to do this, or work on this, or work on that, or etc. etc. If there is any change to the syllabi, I will update it. I will post it in Canvas. I will post an announcement and I'll shoot you an email. I don't foresee any changes, but just in case if it happens. The rest of it are just simple, more info, and then some dates for our semester. So if we go back under modules, let's go back under discussions first. Basically, it's a quick introduction that I want you to complete, you can just post here. I will post one for mine, answering those questions. Try to do that before we meet on Thursday, just so we can have an idea of, I'll be able to go scan through it really quickly. And then you'll have your discussion questions available in here also when it comes to posting those. So you guys are already here under modules. You're watching the video. That means you're good to go. Your syllabi is right here, and then the units will be as follow. So you'll have a introduction to the course, what that is, the unit, what it's composed of. Then from there, it will show you lesson plan, what will cover the stuff that you'll need to complete. It tells you to complete those as practices, install Visual Studio. Then from there, you go to the PowerPoint slides that you can download if you prefer to have them saved on a USB drive or on a computer, cloud computer. It doesn't matter where you want to save them. There is a summary of the chapter that I tried to put together. So just a good study guide usually after you read the chapter. Then from there you'll have software that you'll need to download, and you can download just Visual Studio community service. A community version is more than enough for you guys to download. It's free. There is no charge for it, but you guys can download that through the Microsoft Imagine, which you have access to, which is free, but the community version is more than enough for you to complete your work, and we'll talk about that when it comes to the time of starting to use it. We're not going to use Visual Studio when it comes to the first week of semester. So right there, the community version is more than enough. It walks you through how to do it. If you get stuck, reach out to me, or you can go on YouTube and then watch videos on how to download Visual Studio 22. It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy to to download. Very simple, nothing complicated in it at all or whatsoever. Then from there you have I have a demo here for exercises you guys can use later. There's also here an example of practices, like the practices I told you to complete. I don't want you to look at the answer key before you try to do them on your own after reading the chapter. Review questions, answers available also that you can take for practice and see if you got them right. Then you'll have a quiz that you'll need to complete, and you'll have until Monday to get it done. 11:59 p.m. So my recommendation is to not do it until at least after we meet on Thursday. So once we meet on Thursday, then you'll be able to go ahead and get that done before that. And then the assignment, it tells you which one you need to complete. So exercises at the end of your textbook chapter 1, which are 9, 10, and 13. And for these ones, you'll need to complete them in a Word document and type them, and then you'll just upload them into Canvas as an attachment. That's basically the idea that you'll need to complete. And then of course you'll have your survey that you can complete for the first week for attendance purposes if you miss usually something on you don't show up for the first week or something of that nature. So that's pretty much it for the course itself and how we're going to go through it. Like I stated, please remember to use the URL here that I provided for our meeting on Thursdays. Is this Zoom meeting Zoom URL for us, and then if you need the passcode, it's right here. So 471443. That'll be the same for every single week once we meet on Thursdays. Cannot wait to meet you all. I hope you'll have a fantastic semester, and I will see you guys on Thursday. Thanks, guys.